Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Welcome to the another round of street vlogging, and we are going to be discussing today, although the weather is not as bright as it's supposed to be, but we are giving it a go to make sure that you receive your daily ration of what is ongoing and what people are discussing. And today we will not fail you, and we will not fail to iron out things as we normally do in this channel. And we are grateful that a lot of you are always supportive of us, although we have not been able to keep on putting on videos because of very heavy workload, and how we've been trying to manage a lot of things together. But thank God that we are available today again. And before we introduce what we're going to discuss, remember to like, comment, and share, and also subscribe, because by doing this you are helping us and also helping our homeland, because this is I would say the only true pro-homeland channel that is very innovative and bringing ideas that is workable, that has been tried and tested, and can, you can take to the bank. That's what we're here for. And basically that's what we are doing, and that's what we are meant to do. So what are we discussing about? It's about the emergence of many cities around the corridor, where the dualization and the expansion and construction of roads are ongoing, from Oka to Newi, and particular, the one people are discussing about is the one happening in Nubi and the Adazinuku section of this road, Srokuneni, Nubi, Adazinuku, and Neni, and Oruku also. So the people are discussing that. Look at how this road suddenly open up these areas, and suddenly places that we are not seen before, or that we are covered by darkness, have suddenly seen the light because of one action of Professor Charles Gov.Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, in opening these areas, which has never done in the history of Anambra State. The Anambra State is a state that has issue with not doing expansive road or dualization of roads. That's one of the weakness of the state that has made it not to rival Lagos or rival bigger cities in the world. That's what has made Onitsha to still look like 18th century city, instead of competing with modern cities, because the myopic governors in the past did not see me deem that if you don't have railway, you don't have water transport, you don't have any other means of transport, that the roads are very, very vital. And for a city, any city to emerge and be competitive, you must expand the roads, you must do something on the roads, you must put in vital infrastructure on the roads, and you must tidy up the environment. So that's why we are talking about this, that now these towns are emerging from the dark because of this single act. What is the government doing to make sure that this development is well planned? Because that's one of the major weakness of the Anambra State government, that people bring in their money, but the government is nowhere to be found. You hear the governor saying, oh, you can come and contact us. No, you need to put in the planning that you are building these roads. People are going to bring in money to develop, build mega houses, mega industries, Have you planned on how they can do all those things along these corridors? What type of structures and the setback? Have you actually put it in place? Because I know this dualization will not end there, because in years to come, that road need to be dualized more, because it's not expensive that much, because that area is supposed to be at least not less than 6 lanes. I mean 3 lanes in either side. And now the government managed to do 4 lanes, meaning that in future there might be more demolition. So what is government doing to say, okay, now we have started this, although we are not doing it 6 lanes, but let's now have a setback observed now, so that there will not be much demolition in future. And what about planting of trees along this corridor? What about segmenting areas that will industrial areas, business areas, areas that can be business districts along this corridor? So they are not doing these things. They are just basically wasting people's time. How about tidying the environment? How about doing proper drainage that can curtail the monster of flooding? I mean underground drainage that can easily bring out massive flooding from these areas. Or how about building water reservoirs, artificial lakes that can actually curtail this flooding all the time? Because the government thinking that by building those tiny drainages that it will stop the problem. No, it won't stop the problem, because as you are building roads, expanding roads, more development are coming, more houses are being built, and more water are being released to the roads. And these are the consequences of development. So if the government is serious about development, they should be ahead of the people by doing things that can actually help to make this development well planned. Our people are ingenious, they are industrious, they have the money, they can actually do things that you can't witness in any other places. But the only thing is that the government is miles away in the past. The government is not actually doing their own part. Doing their own part. I mean planning. So why are you having people sitting in the offices saying that they are planning department, they are this, they are that? Why not come on the road now and basically put those areas, put it in place, all those things that are needed, so that you can sustain a city. We don't want another slum emerging on those corridors. We need a beautiful area. We need to have a pattern of building that will be good for those areas. Why can't we segment area that you say, okay, you are going to build no less than 5-story on this area, that you can't build less than that. This is the area you need to build. You can't build churches this place, because this is for business, this is not for charity. You can't build this, you can't build this, you can't build that, but you can build this. This is a business district. Like if you look at Adazinuku, from St. Andrews, Adazinuku to Agunwoye, Eke area, you can see that area is good for business district. So what is government doing to partner with the town union to say, okay, let us segment that place? There shouldn't be any residential buildings in that area. That this is what need to be built there. Industries, office complexes, and this is how the pattern everybody has to follow to do these things. It can be done. How about doing these things along the Okacha Neni, down to that area, down to the road leading to Nim. Already there are a lot of industries emerging there already. What is government doing? What is government doing? Along that road and near Union Primary School, Adazinu, these are areas that you can set up as a business district, which can basically transform a lot of things. So these are things we need to do. in order to, plan our homeland and make it very, very good. So how about the Oruku? Water. Look at what is happening there. Guys are building massive structures, but the government is nowhere to be found. That's why the structures built there are so close to the road, because the government were not ahead of time setting back what they need to do. So why not go now and arrest these things and make it wonderful? You look at also Nokwa, Adaziana, on that corridor. You see, these are emerging cities. There are many cities arising from the dust. But the problem is that the government is nowhere to be found. The government is not, there is no government input except that road construction. In the way of planning, the government should be ahead. That's why our homeland has remained like a sheep without a shepherd. But I think they need to do something now. And because if they don't do that, we now have another problem in our hand. So it's very, very important for us to, do something over these things and make things happening again. That's very, very important. I don't know what's your own opinion to this. I don't know what you think. And whatever you think, please go to the comment section. Let us continue from there. But what I assure you is that many cities are rising in our homeland. Anambra State is witnessing unprecedented development which can rival any place in the world. Thank you very much for joining us. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. See you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.